Hey everybody, how you doing? It is Wes Wyatt, producer director here on Building Wins Live, and what I wanted to do was just touch base with you and let you know that today is Friday, and that means that we're going to be doing the show with our guest Kellen Ann. She's got some important announcements for us, and none other than Randy Chafee will be popping in as well. So if you guys want to check out National Dog Day information, cards that wow, information about the special announcement Kellen's going to have, just stay tuned and we'll be right back in just a bit. All right, look at that.
Happy National Dog Day.
Happy National Dog Day. How in the heck are you doing?
Doing great.
We got a whole now. You called your pugs. What's a group of pugs called?
3 or more is a grumble.
A grumble. That's a grumble right there.
I got a grumble, and this
holy cow.
So this is Max.
That is a grumble of pugs.
So here's Max. I'm gonna put him down now. And then this is Rocco.
Rocco.
He's actually the pug that started it all. He was the first pug that I had.
All right.
Okay. And I think Gus is going to hang out with us.
Yeah, he's just going to hang out and just stay there?
Because he's good. He's a good pug. Come on.
That's awesome.
Is that okay if he hangs out with me?
Yeah. We have a Facebook user, and I think that is probably, I'm not sure who that is, but
David Rogers?
No, David Rogers is somebody's thanking him for stopping by. So I'm not sure who that might be. It might be Randy thanking him for stopping by. So
yep, that's me, Randy.
Yep.
Well,
Randy, either way, both work. So what do you got to tell us today? It's not all about National Dog Day.
Well, this is the perfect day to do this, right?
Absolutely.
What I'm going to announce. So I am announcing the pre-sale of my brand new book, Wag More.
Awesome. I have a picture of it here, and that is awesome. So did you design the cover, or did you have somebody else do it, or was it your inspiration to have somebody else do it?
It was my idea, but I had a professional do this because I knew what I wanted, and she just did exactly everything that I wanted in the illustrations. So those are actually, so I have 3 pugs now, but in total I've had 5, and I used all 5 of the pugs in writing the book of the life lessons that I've learned from observing them. So 2 of them are across the Rainbow Bridge. So. But they were still an important part of my lessons that I learned.
Quite literally, if you look above me in the glass, there's a little tribute to my dog Brutus up there. So I understand 100% what that's like. And you know what, Kellen? I'm going to let you talk to none other than the big Randu, because he's much better than me.
Oh, no, that's not true. Randy!
Hey, what's happening? Wes, don't you go away, buddy, because I'm not going to be here.
Wes, get back here. So happy National Dog Day.
It's National Dog Day. It's National Pug Day. It's National Kellen's going to make a big announcement day. It's National I Love Wes Day. What else is it?
It's National Randy's Kicking Butt Selling Day, too.
Oh, you got that right. I mean, I am here. I would have brought my Bud Light with me, but I was drinking a Coors Light, so I guess that wouldn't have worked. But yeah, I'm at a great big old open house, and music, food, beer, people. What else do we need?
Can you see how excited Gus is about the announcement?
Gus is excited. And I just wanted to jump on quick. I can't stay long because Wes is so kind to handle the show as well or better than I do. So I've got people here that I need to go glad hand and chit chat with. But I wanted to at least listen to the announcement, Kel, because this is a big deal, right? So please carry on.
It's huge. I finally finished my book, and it is actually, it's almost to Amazon, where it'll be available in about 3 weeks, but I'm doing a pre-sale now. So, and my book is called Wag More. It's about life lessons that I learned from observing my grumble, which 3 pugs or more is considered a grumble. And I'm so excited that you let me make this announcement on your show. So thank you.
I don't know, Wes. We're pretty excited about it. What I want to know, though, Kel, is if 3 is a grumble?
A grumble.
Is there like another step? Is there like, what if there's like 30? Is that like I don't know.
I
Is there
think
a word for that?
it's 3 and above. It's 3 and above.
Oh.
So
that's
I barely
like
made
our
it.
friend. Okay, so it's like our mutual friend of all of us, Michelle. Y'all is 2 and all y'all is more than 2, so it's just a grumble after 3.
So technically, an all y'all is a grumble, yes.
All y'all grumble. I like it. I like it. Perfect. Wes, what do you think about the pugs? What do you think about the pug? It's a day to be a pug.
Today is the day to be a pug, and I think more than 30 is a social service visit. If I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
Yeah, more than 30, you got to
ever have is 10.
That's a wellness check, is what that is.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh
that's awesome. Well, hey, Kel, thanks for being on. I appreciate you. I'm glad you get to announce and introduce. You and Wes carry on, talk about the book, and people buy Kellen's book because Wes and I have known Kellen for what, 2 years now? Has it been?
2 years now.
Something like that. Yeah, we met in the same mastermind group that we're still in, and Kellen. Maybe tell everybody after I'm gone, if you will, about your cards that wow too, so that they know. People need to know what Kellen does. I think that is important.
Thank you, Randy.
All right, thanks for being on. I appreciate you, Wes. As always, you big lug. I love you.
And, I love you back, man. Love you.
I'm feeling the love. I'm going to go find another Coors Light and a greasy burger from the little burger place and listen to music and glad on customers.
That's kind of mean.
I got to go.
Saying that in front of us. We don't have Coors Light or Greasy burgers.
Well, I've had the blue, was the Labatt's Blue and the Coors Light and the Bud Light. I'm going to see if there's anything else in there because, know, they think I want them to think that I'm participating in their event that they invited me to. It's important. Anyway.
Well, thank you, Randy.
Love you. Thank you. All right, Wes, love you, man. Cheers.
Love you back, brother. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
It's like a visit from a bad storm. You know, he just blows in and blows back out, and yeah, it's amazing.
Oh my gosh! But it was nice. I'm so glad I got to see him because he's one of my faves.
Yeah, he is everybody's fave. He's the best. He is the best. So, are you going to be doing a big announcement on Candidly Speaking with Shell and Kel as well?
Probably not. Well, I'll probably do something, but we're on hiatus until October. So
oh, okay.
We're enjoying our summer off and just take it. It's kind of weird though, because on Wednesdays at 7:00, I'm primed to be in front of my computer and talk to our guests, and we haven't had that for a couple of weeks. So I'm really looking forward to getting back, in October. So October, first October.
I'll put this up at the bottom, and then that way people can follow you at not only Cards at WoW, but also watch past episodes to where they can get caught up between now and October.
Yep, they've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
And we have a great lineup for this coming season. We've got Don Mann from the original SEAL Team 6. We got some more TikTok influencers. We're doing a whole sports thing where I have an NBA, like a mind coach for the NBA. And so I'm going to do we're going to do a basketball theme thing with Sam Knott. And then this lady who's the actual, I don't want to say therapist, but she helps them with their mind game and visualization and helping them improve their games with their mind. And then I've got some fun stuff. We got some really cool stuff planned.
Oh man, that sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
So Kellen, I think one of the last times I actually talked to you live, you weren't in your new house yet, and you were in a closet back in the day. So you've made quite the change. How you liking the new office?
Well, it was a little weird because I was used to working like this.
Right.
So my muscle memory still wants to do this, and I can do this now. So I have a beautiful new office, and yes, I was in the closet of my bedroom because it was the biggest place in the whole apartment or condo to put a desk. So, and I know. I'm drawing a blank. He's in our group. He used to, I don't know, when he interviewed me, he was so excited. He goes, "Are you in your closet?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm in my closet."
Are you talking about Joe Soto, maybe?
Yes, Joe Soto. I don't know
Okay.
why I just
There's a lot of people in our group, so that was an excellent
That
guess.
was an excellent group. That was an excellent, but he has a show too. Not everybody in our group has a show, so that makes sense. So.
And when Kellen talks about our group, Randy, Kellen, and I, and Joe Soto, and many, many others, the before mentioned Michelle, we all are part of a group called Megamind. And actually, so that we can tie two things together, Kellen does the cards at WoW, and that is the Megamind symbol from none other than Kellen. So, but yeah, we're in a mastermind group together that have just absolutely brought together some amazing people. So, yeah.
I mean, talk about wins with our whole group. I mean, every one of us has an amazing story about a win.
Lots of amazing wins. I posted today. 6 years ago, I actually started working and doing this full time, and I got to tell you, this beats a cubicle. So, and I know that now that you're in your own space, that's why I wanted to ask you specifically, because I remember when you used to have your sign falling and hitting you in the head, and just all sorts of craziness. So
one time I fell backwards in my chair.
It's amazing. It's a absolutely great feeling, and I gotta tell you, your stuff is amazing. I love the 3D aspect to it. I feel like every time I look at one of the pieces, it just jumps out at you. And I wish I had another one to show that you've sent, but it's just you do great work, and it shows that you have a passion for it.
Totally. And I just before this, I got off a meeting with my biggest client. It's a global account, and it was just so exciting to be able to show them how just the simple thing of a handwritten note will create engagement and then develop long-lasting relationships. It's that personal touch, and I get so excited when people call me or send me a text and, "Hey, I got that account because I sent them the card and it actually made them call me or email me or contact me." And I mean, it seems so simple and common sense, but it's so easy, but it's like the last thing people think of doing is because we're in such a digital world right now that everybody thinks it needs to be there faster, quicker. And the card that comes 2 or 3 days after the meeting is remembered way longer than an email or a text.
Well, I want people to take a look at these beautiful cards that are going across the screen here from Kellen's site. And, there's something about getting a card that's real. I remember there was a Jerry Seinfeld episode where he got a thank you note, and the girl that sent it to him found it in the trash. And she said, I took a lot of time, with that card. And he goes, "Well, you signed your name, but did you really take time with the card?" And if you get a card like this, it's not a cookie cutter Hallmark card. And by the way, guys, there's nothing wrong with a Hallmark card.
Right.
It's better than not sending a card, obviously. But when you get a card like a card that cards at WoW, it's one that much like me keeping this little Megamind symbol or the other things that Kellen has sent me, you're not going to get rid of it. You're probably going to prop it up somewhere because you're so proud of it. And like Kellen said, the sentiment that's behind it is just second to none. It doesn't have that fake.
Right.
I just went to the happy congratulations whatever area of the store. You actually had to ask somebody yourself, can you make me a card that wow. A card that wows. I guess it's the other way around, but it doesn't make sense in the way I was saying it. So, but yeah, that's outstanding.
Yeah, it's so fun too, because I feel like every card is a piece of artwork, because when people get it, and they do it. That's what I was remembering to say, is that I'll have meetings with people that I've sent cards to, and I'll see them in the back shelf, or I'll see them during our meeting, So they don't get thrown away right away. They get saved for quite a while.
David says, I love a handwritten note. David, I could not agree more. David, a former guest on the show, awesome gentleman. And Jackie says, Kellen Ann has incredible cards and is extremely talented. And Jackie, I could not agree with you more.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah. So and then I've expanded the business since the cards, and now I have gifting, and like my new client, they can request a handwritten card to be sent to their client, and then they can give me, we have set up price ranges and gift things that they can choose from, different options for them. And then I send out the gifts on their behalf. So
that's awesome. I know you've been on with Elevated Profits before. Maybe not. Tom Ginn.
Oh, no, I haven't been with him. I was with Tom Anton.
He sent me this,
Cool.
just right after being and then of course it's got his logo on the other side. There's just something, and look what I did. I kept it right at my desk.
Yep.
So, and not because it says, Wes, you're making a difference in the world, but because, I want to let people know that, the sentiment's there. And if you look behind me, you can see I'm a gigantic play baby, and at the same time, a very sentimental person. There's a lot of stuff up there that has.
You keep everything, don't you?
I do. I'm like a crow or a rat. I grab the shiny things and keep them in my lair. So yeah, absolutely. So what else are you doing, Kellen?
Well, actually, the main thing I've been working on over the past 3 or 4 months is the book. And it started out as a self-help book because, a lot of people, not everybody knows, but I had a childhood that had abuse, and then some relationships that were abusive. And I thought, I'm going to write a self-help book so that somebody that may be walking in my shoes can learn from, but honestly, the first time I wrote it, it was 500 pages of just bleh, and I sat back and I'm like, nobody's going to sit through 500 pages. And this was more of a way for me to get my out. And I thought, well, how can I write this in a way that would actually help somebody? And me, I'm more tongue in cheek and funny, right? I'm not a serious novelist by any means. So I thought, because I had a blog, I think it was 15 years ago. It's called Pug Lady Rules of Life. And I wrote life lessons that I learned from the pugs. And I had every week I wrote a column, and I picked some of those, and then I added some new ones for this book. But it was like, the best lessons that I learned were from the dogs. I mean, how to shake things off, the book has how to communicate, how to embrace change, how to tell the art of telling the truth. So there's 10 chapters of just life things. And I tongue-in-cheek wrote stories about examples of the pugs and how they reminded me how to live my life like a pug. And they've been more helpful than the thousands of dollars of therapy that I paid. I'll tell you that. Right?
When you get sick, do you eat grass? And when you meet people, do you sniff their butts?
No, I doubt that yet. But I do eat the grass.
That's good stuff. And look at this. Jackie said that I am making a difference in the world as Kellen.
Yes,
Jackie,
you are, Wes.
You better watch it. I'm gonna have to marry you, and that's gonna be big news to my wife. So
well, I'm not going to say that. Something totally wrong, but yeah. So that's how the book came about. And then I was in Michael Heppel. He had a Write That Book pop up, and I didn't even think I could write, because actually 20 years ago at a job, a lady told me I was the worst writer she'd ever seen, and I stopped writing at that point. I never wrote again. And I went to this, and I went, that's okay. That's me calling you, by the way. So I went to this pop-up, and then Michael, oh shoot, I just lost my screen. Oh, there we go. I got some really good feedback from some of the things that I wrote. And then that's what got me. Oh my God, George wants Max. He was just here, George. All right, I'll get him in a minute. But anyway, so I did the Write the Book pop-up, and then Michael Heppel, he kind of got me through the writing part of it. And it was great there because there was a lot of people that could critique it and, give you outside opinion on how. I think David actually read it. He was one of the people that read it, and I just got some great feedback, and I got a lot of confidence, and then I finally pushed it through to the finish line this week.
Have you ever thought of turning the same concept into a kid's book?
No, I have ADHD. Okay, I am like sparkly. I mean, I get distracted. So I've been distracted on this already. So you know that.
That's okay.
And I wanted to write a book, a self-help book for people that can't read 500-word book. But I also wanted to make it fun and light, because even though it's not a light subject, I wanted to make it fun and light, and just to give people like an option, like, you know what, I can watch my dog for a while instead of going to that therapist, and it came out. It came out. I'm really proud of the way it came out. I'm really happy with how, the end product, and I'm really excited about it. So,
well, I have to tell you, dogs are without a doubt the most unconditional loving animals on the planet. I mean, they love you no matter what. I mean, so I can see exactly what you're talking about with the
Mr.
therapy.
Henderson.
That's great.
He loves Max.
That's good stuff. And David said that he's proud of you, Kellen, and your book is awesome. How
thanks,
awesome
David. I know. I can't wait for people. I want it to get out so people can just enjoy it, and then hopefully pay attention to their dogs more. Now you're really gonna. There you.
That's
See,
good
he's
stuff.
being a bad boy, George. You be good. You need to be good. You can't see it, but he has a bow tie on.
I can see it. I think it's because the tie is black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a yellow tie, but it wasn't formal enough. Okay.
It kind of looks like he's wearing a garter around his neck.
Yeah, I know. I thought the white would be a contrast, but I hope you're happy, George.
He's like dressed up to go to a wedding.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to fix this situation. Come here, Gus. Say goodbye to Gus, everybody.
Bye, Gus.
Max, come here. Oh, wait, Rocco's still here. Now he wants the show all to himself. So, Max, come here. Can you sit? Sit, good boy.
This might be a first. I feel like Marlon Perkins or something with the all the animals.
Max is hilarious. I mean, I'm new. Like, I'm not really like great at Instagram and stuff like that, but I've been forced to do it through our 2 years of whatever we want to call it. But Max here is a star. He gets like 10,000 views whenever I post him.
That's
the
awesome.
Other two are lucky if we get 20.
And what do they think of Doug the pug?
Max, what do you think of Doug the pug? He doesn't hold a candle to you, does he?
That's good stuff.
Yeah. So he's hilarious.
What else is taking in your house other than National Dog Day and your book launch and all the cards? Is there anything else going on?
Actually, that's been consuming my life because the business is growing very quickly. All of a sudden, it's like it was kind of like just steady, and now I've gotten this surge of subscriptions, which is wonderful because then I can afford to feed this bad boy.
Well, they're little; they don't eat as much, right?
I hope George is happy.
He said you made his day.
Oh, good. Yeah, Max. He met Max in the beginning.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm just so busy with now that the book is done, I mean, I have to market it and stuff like that, but I'm so glad to have all the technical and the designing part of it. It's all done. It's at the designer. I mean, I actually think it's done. And then I forgot about getting a foreword. So I was lucky enough to have Jen Gittimer write the foreword for me. So
you can't beat that.
That was a huge surprise. And I was like so excited. I was like, I cried actually. So.
Well, that is awesome. And what sort of work are you doing right now with Gittimers?
I do a lot with I'm in Jen's mastermind. So I do some stuff with them, and they actually Jeffrey's writing a quote for the back of my book. I think he is. I think he is. I'm not sure. I shouldn't say that because I didn't get the official yes, but I do have some fun people that wrote quotes for the back of it, like Scott McCain and Steve Rizzo, Michael Monahan, you know, Brian's dad.
Yeah,
he's an author, and he wrote a quote for the back of it, and I think Ronnie Goodwin is supposed to be sending me one, so you can't forget Ronnie Goodwin.
Well, if it's at the publisher, you better get it in quick.
Well, no, it's at the designer.
It's at the designer. Okay.
Because I'm just doing Amazon KDP, so it's just a print on demand, and then the pre-sale I'm going to be ordering, and then I'll be autographing. And I do have all 5 because I have the prints of my 2 pugs that are in Rainbow Heaven, and then I've got all the pugs will have their paw prints in the book.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they're signing the book as well.
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Well, do you have anything else you want to announce?
I think I'm pregnant. No, I'm just kidding.
Holy smokes.
No, that's a joke.
Now that is an announcement.
I'm like, how do I top the book and the business and Max? How do I top Max?
You can't top Max, and it's National Dog Day, so
I know that. You know, I didn't plan this, and then when I woke up this morning, I'm like, wow, this is because it's my mom's birthday. That's why I originally did. I'm gonna launch the book on Mom's birthday, and your show. I waited for your show, and then when I saw it was National Dog Day, I thought this is perfect.
Well, normally it wouldn't be a problem whatsoever having Randy as the full-time host, but he's in such a dodgy area and so busy, he literally had to duck into his car, because if you'd have heard what it sounded like where he was at, they've got bands going, and it's quite literally a big open house where he's at for a major customer. So he jumped in the car. That's why he was such a pop-in host, and I'm doing the what would normally be behind the scenes pop-in host job. So, well, Kellen, I gotta tell you, I am proud of you. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's you have Bruce, and so you know what amazing is anyway. So because Bruce does a dynamite job.
Yes, he does.
And Bruce is so funny. Bruce's sense of humor is awesome, because it's so dry. That I was doing an interview with him once, and had a shirt on, and had a green screen behind me, and you could see through me because it was the shirt had green on it. And I said, if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me. And he goes, it bothers me. Just real monotone. And I was like, I'll change. It's all good. It is all good. So yeah, we love Bruce. So
yeah, he's amazing, and I miss talking to both him and Michelle every Wednesday. So I'm really excited that that we're going to be starting up again in October.
Well, we do the penalty box is another. I love
that one. That's one of my favorites. I'm not
and that's another one of my behind the scenes producing jobs, and they're on hiatus. We're actually going to be back though on a special episode, I believe, maybe on the 31st. I might be full baloney on that, but I think the 31st is a Wednesday. And, so the penalty box will be coming back. So Tim and Eric will, be able to get their hijinks and all their wiggles out of the time they've been off. So I'm sure they'll have lots of stories. And Tim and Randy just met up. If you saw the pictures?
I saw that. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, me too. I would love to get together with those two guys. But I'm going to be getting together here with Randy in the middle of September. So Randy and I have been all sorts of meetups. It's a good time.
I know. It's so cool when we can finally get together and meet. Like I haven't met you yet, but I've met Brian. I haven't met Sean. I haven't met Randy yet, because he was supposed to be at the first meetup, but he wasn't there. So I'm going to catch up to you guys one of these days. Yeah,
I got to meet Sean. Sean's great, and Brian. So and Michelle was there. So yeah, it was a good time. So. Well, kiddo, unless you have anything else that you want to announce, I'll go ahead and let you go, because you got literally dogs jumping around on your desk and books to plug. The cards at wow.com/pugs -wow that's on the screen right now is the link that you guys can go to for the pre-order. Yeah. And Yeah, so make sure that you give Kellen some love, and I think that you'll thoroughly enjoy the book. And if nothing else, you'll thoroughly enjoy Kel because she's amazing. So
And just think of these poor little starving. Look at these poor starving doggies. You'll be
starving.
supporting them.
They do. They look like they're ready to, like their stomachs are sucking to their backs.
It's so big. I can't believe my daughter, she was gone for the summer. When she came back, she goes, Mom, Max is fat. I'm like, she goes, his head's too small for his body. And I said, don't talk to him like that. He's just healthy.
They're just fat and sassy and healthy.
He's fat and happy.
So thank you very much, David.
Thanks, David.
I appreciate that. It's all because of Kellen, nothing because of me.
Oh, no.
So George says, don't do it. That would be dangerous. I'm not sure what that is.
I think that was when you're talking about meeting up with Randy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, meeting up with Randy is always I'm on day 10. I got a diet, nothing anybody wants to know about. It has to do with reflux. So I am literally not allowed to have anything fun. I mean, no coffee, which killed me.
I quit coffee for 3 months.
Yeah, coffee for me is like blood to a vampire. I just absolutely adore coffee, but no fast food.
I gave that up.
Yeah, no tomatoes. So I can't have pizza or Mexican food. It's basically now I'm eating for just energy. So I'm not allowed to have alcohol. So meeting up with Randy won't be a problem, George. Normally it would be. Randy and I have been known to empty a few bottles, if you will. So Randy and Tim simultaneously, yeah, that would have been dangerous. I may have had to break my my deal because I think Tim's got beer on tap at his office. And I'm not kidding. I think he's got a working keg right there in the office, which is awesome. But,
so one day Michelle and I are going to do a road trip and surprise Tim, we think.
Well, Tim's beyond awesome. So, as are all the mega minds. I gotta put this up one more time. Group. I gotta give you credit again.
Thank you.
The mega mind. That's a tiny little piece of a card that wow. But anyway, Kellen, I'll let you go because, like I said, I know you've got to be busier than a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest right now. But it's been awesome having you on. Everybody, make sure you go to Cards at Wow. And also go to the link that's on the screen here so you can get part of that pre-launch. When it starts back up, make sure that you go to Candidly Speaking on YouTube. And in between now and October, make sure you catch up on all the episodes because when they come back, that way you'll be caught up.
We have some fun stuff. And I forgot to tell you, the pre-sale, the book is $19.95 plus shipping. It's after the pre-sale, it's going to be $24.95.
Okay. So thank you for letting us know. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great discount. So
thank you for having me. I had so much fun, and you are amazing.
Well, you are amazing, and thank you for being on. We greatly appreciate it. And other than that, just have a great day.
Happy Dogs Day.
Happy National Dogs Day. Thank you for being on, Kellen.
Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, that was Kellen. I hope you guys take advantage of going to the Cards at Wow and the pre-sale that she's got going on. That's a good savings. And right now in this day and age, any savings is a good thing. So make sure that you go to that. And then next week, Randy will be back. Hopefully, if he's in a situation where he's doing right now, I may have to pop in again because customers are the most important. That's one of the things that we do here on Building Wins is letting you know, just like Kellen was talking about with the individuality of her cards, the little things that you have to do. That's what Randy's all about. And that's why I'm here today is so that he can go and entertain customers. So, but next week, regardless of who is the person that is going to be, talking to you, we're going to have James Buckley. That's going to be on Friday, September the 2nd, always, as always, 3:00 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that if you would, you tune in and see James and hear his story. like I said, hopefully Randy will be back to talk to him and find out what sort of business information that he has to tell us about. And as always, I just want to pop in Randy's moniker, and that is, make today your best day ever until tomorrow. And guys, have a dynamite day. Bye-bye.